Hello traders, and welcome to another video review. Today is Monday, July 21st, 2025. Let's take a look what's going on the Forex economic calendar for today. And that's about it. Not too many important and very important events are scheduled for release for today, but we got some data here already. CPI from New Zealand was than expected. Previous number 0.9, actual number 0.5. In the yearly time frame, we got 2.5% previous number. Now the actual number is 2.7%. So it's rising slowly during the year, but not that fast. People's Bank of China loan prime rate in line with the expectations of 3%, and we are still waiting for the data from the Canada. LMPI in Canada are scheduled for release at 2:30 together with the Bank of Canada Business Outlook survey. Business Outlook survey is scheduled for release at 4:30, and that's about it. So without any further ado, let's switch to the charts. We start with euro dollar. The beginning of the new week starts on the positive note for the euro dollar, but on the 4-hour time frame chart we can still see that we are trading below the trend line. This trend line was hit multiple times, so definitely market participants see this trend line, they react on this trend line, which is why this is very important technical tool right now. Of course, the other one is 100 periods moving average, the blue line on the chart, which is now located at 1.1707. The bounce were from the level of 1.1614. Now we are heading towards the trend line again, as we are back inside the supply zone for another time. Local technical resistance 1.1673, and the momentum is increasing towards the level of 54 points. However, this is not the highest level, because once we were at the level of 55 points, so it's not a new thing here, as we trying to bounce from the extremely oversold conditions, well, back towards the extremely overbought levels. Nevertheless, still below the trend line, still below the 100 periods moving average. The outlook remains bearish with occasional pullback. So that's the first major. The second major will be cable, and the cable is reacting the same way that the euro dollar is reacting. We got this trend line that was touched at least 1, 2, 3. That's the fourth time, and the market broke above the technical resistance at 1.3439. So let me just move this technical resistance a little bit higher, like here. 1.3474 is the technical resistance, and 1.3485 is technical resistance. So as you can see, there's many more levels here. Nevertheless, we still need to break above the trend line, above the 100 periods moving average, in order to return to the positive territory. Obviously, now the bulls are trying to move higher. Nevertheless, it doesn't actually look that much promising. We might see some kind of a reaction here on this when the trend line is hit. So please stay focused, stay vigilant, as we might see some kind of increased bearish activity sooner or later. Let me just multiply this line and let me just attach this line to the lows of the June 16th, 2020. July 16, 2025. This low is obviously 1.3364, and the high is 1.3485, so it's like 120 pips. This is the range. This is the range zone, and as long as we trade below the technical resistance, above this technical support, all of this is basically a range trading, a little bit skewed to the down side. So please consider this in your trading as well. US dollar to the Japanese yen, the next pair, is looking a little bit weaker, because we broke already once below the trend line, then we bounced, we almost made a new high. Nevertheless, there is no new high on this market on a 4-hour time frame chart. Even if we apply the trend line, we can see that the market has been rejected from the blue short-term trend line. Now we open way below the trend line again. Now we are trying to test this trend line breakout, and then, as you can see, we might move lower. Local low is right now already at 147.79. If we hit the technical support at 147.55, then obviously there should be some kind of a reaction. Nevertheless, please take a look at the momentum. Momentum is negative. We are below the black line. There you go. We are below the black line, 46 points only. It's not a big deal yet, but there's plenty of room to the downside here, and there is plenty of room to the downside here towards the 100 periods moving average if we break below this technical support level. So it looks like the US dollar versus the Japanese yen market looks heavy, and we might see further weakness to the downside on this market. Gold. The gold, as you can see, is gaining the momentum, 62 points right now on the 4-hour time frame chart on the RSI. Beautiful supporting trend line here, and now we are narrowing this 3,375 level for another test or even a breakout. In case of a breakout, momentum will increase and the price might have a chance to test the $3,395 levels, and then in case of a very successful breakout higher, even 3,450, the high from the June 16th, 2025, might be up for a test. So it looks like bulls on gold are not sleeping. You can see if we zoom out that this is just, let me just move back. This is just an extended period of a consolidation. Nevertheless, the uptrend is still valid on the gold market in short term. Short term is like a sideways, mid term is definitely up, and the long term is definitely up on gold. Crude oil. Crude oil, it doesn't do much. There is not much to analyze because we didn't even broke above the technical resistance at 69.64. We didn't even test the technical support at 65.42. We bounce up and down on this in between this level. So we are range trading, but there is very strong supply around roughly around the level of $77-78 per barrel. So please consider this situation as extremely important for the bulls. If they want to break above this level, that might be a little bit tough. Momentum is neutral, 49.89, so nothing is going on here on the crude oil. We are trying to test the 100 periods moving average, which is almost flat again. So range trading, moving average trading, testing, and sideways market on the crude oil. Last but not least, let's welcome Bitcoin. The Bitcoin tested the lower range levels, roughly around 116,000, and now it's bouncing after the bullish engulfing pattern has been made. Very nice green candle is being made on the 4-hour time frame chart. Momentum 57 points and increasing. So we might see soon the test of this technical resistance level from the last week, 119,879, and if there is a successful, strong, dynamic, aggressive breakout to the upside, no problem for the bulls is the test for the level $4,000 higher, which is located at 123,265, which is the swing high from the 14th July 2025, all-time high as well, and the local high as well, and technical resistance basically. So bullish outlook for the Bitcoin. Short-term trend line, very thick, very thin orange trend line. Now is being tested, and everything depends on the result of that test. If we break and move higher, the outlook is even more bullish for the Bitcoin. Next level up for a test, all-time high is next for a possible test. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.